guys, my name is Keith Noratis, known as the leader and superior of Club LASM, aka lover of animated shows and movies, and I'm here with Gilbert.
Hello! Hooty hoot hoot!
Oh my god! Adam.
Hello.
And our newest member, Liz.
Hello, hello.
Okay. So first things first, how are we doing on this lovely day?
Oh yeah, that's our cue. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Woo.
I'm doing well.
I could be a lot better, actually.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Nobody's fault, but my connection and some personal stuff, work and school, it brings me down.
You got this.
Thankfully, with the Outhouse and Amphibia airing, it'll probably make our day go better.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I will say I was quite.
Oh hell yeah.
Well, on one hand, I'd say I'm a bit surprised, and another way, I'm not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the entire Bellows situation.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that. Like I kind of knew it all along.
It reminds me.
I say that I was surprised.
It reminds me of Zeus from Gravity Falls. When he was like, "I predicted this like a year ago."
Right? Yeah. That was a great Zeus impression.
Thank you. I usually make my family laugh with some of my impressions. I can do Zeus. What's up, dudes? And I can do Uncle Stan. How you all doing?
Oh.
So dope.
Yeah, you made some quite great impressions.
It all makes my family laugh. But yes, I will say that the Bellows connection, it doesn't exactly surprise me, but it may have confirmed what I did thought about Philip and possibly his brother.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Before we begin, why don't we mention what the episode was about before we move forward?
Like the Owl House and the video, yeah. We're doing the Owl House first since there's two separate videos, so. So like, with the Owl House episode, Elsewhen, like, how you guys like the episode?
Oh, I loved it. It was so awesome.
It is something that we discussed not too long ago with. It's something we discussed about not too long ago with Elsewhen, back when it was announced. But it's still the time travel method is something else.
I remember seeing theories about that just because it was titled Elsewhen, and the synopsis said they were going on a journey for the ages. I think a lot of people did predict it was going to be time travel, so I'm still surprised they actually did it. So
And they
I'm not
actually
sure if
did
we're
it
the
through
only
sand.
ones who. I'm not sure if we're the only ones who predicted it, but the fact that it
oh
happened.
no, of course we weren't. No.
A lot of people did.
A lot of people did. We can't say we were right. Like we solely are the correct people. No, a lot of people have different imagination, different takes on it. But still, the fact that it happened at all, you know how wrong theories can be.
Yeah, but that's what makes the shows fun. Like predict. You always predict that it could be one thing to happen. There will be times that it would be correct, and times it won't.
I really liked Lilith in this episode too. It was really cool to see her spread her wings a bit, and get to know more of her character from what we found out in season 1.
Me too. Like, I really enjoyed having Lilith back for season 2B because season 2A only had her for like 4 episodes, just the first 4. But I'm just happy for her to return.
It was kind of goofy there when she said, "Let's get down to History Town." And I just
It's so cute.
it was, as someone who enjoys retelling historical stories, that was kind of funny. It makes me wish I could do that. I could be that confident.
It's weird thinking it's the same character from Agony of a Witch and Young Blood Old Souls, though. The fact that the same person is so weird, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah, that
Now,
character growth is incredible.
And someone noticed that not only is her personality changing, but her appearance too. She already got the glasses, and her hair are starting to get the curls back.
Yeah, she's starting to look like as if it was reliving the younger version of Lilith. Now.
Yeah, she's like letting herself go a little bit, like calming down and kind of not being this uppity kind of staunch lady anymore. She's more relaxed, well, as relaxed as she could be, because she seems to be kind of anxious, but kind of coming into herself a bit more, and that's really refreshing to see.
Yeah, we've neglected to talk about the summary of the episode of Elsewhere and Elsewhen. The episode begins with Luz trying to figure out more about Philip Winterbrand's past, so she can be able to make a portal to go home, and learns that there is some sort of time portal on the island. And with Lilith being a major history buff and wanted to show off that she is a history buff, goes around and they find it. Then they travel in time and they made it back 400 years ago, meeting Philip Winterbrand, who is what do you call him? Scientist is not the right word. An explorer of some kind.
Yeah, can I be honest with you? When I first met Philip during that episode, I often keep mistaking him as Ida's dad, because they do look quite similar. What the hairstyle, the beard.
They do.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's just a coincidence, or well, we never know.
But apparently, they say that history is written by the winner. I would have to disagree. It's written by someone who can tell a good story. And based on what we've seen from Philip, he can tell a good story.
Definitely.
It's just that he stole the credit from others. Like,
he's a liar.
Yeah.
Which historian isn't, and especially since he's most likely British. Nope, no offense, Adam, but this was back during the.
I'm taken.
This is now. I believe now. Philip said that his time somewhere in 1650s or 1640s, 1650s. Around this time. Yeah, around that time period, Connecticut, where Philip is most likely from, where we can see his statue of his likeness in Luz's hometown. It was colonized by the British, so it's likely, Philip, of course, has that sort of colonial attitude. Which is, given that's why he always refers to, magic users as savages, and all these, offending languages, is because that's pretty much the attitude of his people back then.
It's fun. You're really interesting when when they actually time traveled back to 1640s or 50s. Wild magic was completely allowed back then. People were more happy to do wild magic than present day.
It's very interesting because again, because Philip tells a good story, and him as Bellows paints the past as some sort of a horrible event where magic runs everywhere, fires and destruction. But in reality, it was all peaceful, relatively.
Yeah.
Considering the scene that they chose was to show somebody helping an injured person with their cart. It's like they could have, if they really wanted to show that wild magic was dangerous, they could have, showed a different scene. But I liked how they put that one in there instead. It shows that, there is a gentler side to magic, and that, if used correctly, it can be used for good things. And, from what we've seen in the Boiling Isles so far, most of the time it is.
Okay, now this just reminds me of Star versus the Forces of Evil. Just always bring back, because Star thinks that magic is the evil, and not to say the show is bad, okay, because it's all from point of view, but it seems like, no, magic is not bad. It all depends on who uses the magic and how disciplined you are with it. And judging what we saw on the Boiling Isles, that's the case. People treat magic with respect and help others, not hoarding it.
Right.
Yeah, hoarding it. I mean, Philip Bane could most likely be the one hoarding it, like later on.
Oops. Sorry, phone. Another thing, I have seen some comments. As we know, Philip is a liar. He was willing to sacrifice Luz and Ida to a beast in order to get the object that could lead him to the Collector.
You mean Luz and Lilith?
Sorry, Luz and Lilith. Yeah, did I say that wrong? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You said Ida, not Lilith. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry. Luz and Lilith.
That's all right.
He was willing to sacrifice Luz and Lilith to get the piece that could lead him to the Collector. Which in turn could lead him the way home. But as we can see, he got what he wanted, but Lilith, he punched him so hard that you can see a cut on his nose.
Yeah, which totally explains why the green thing is in his like nose. It gave me second question. It had me second questioning. Is that green thing is like, does he use it as some kind of like bandage?
I don't know. I've been wondering what that is too.
Lots of people, at least from what I've seen, are commenting it was because of Luz and Lilith that Philip became Bellows, making him resentful and hateful towards witches. I would have to say that is not the case. No. It's Lilith and Luz are not entirely responsible for Philip to become Bellows.
Yeah, though. Though Luz and Lilith, and when we saw earlier when Luz was trying to find more information from Philip, she didn't notice that there were two silhouettes that looked exactly like Luz and Lilith. Though Luz and Lilith were in that time period, Philip was already starting to like go into this very manipulative like behavior type, and that was way before, because look what happened to Blue Fang.
Precisely, and that's exactly the point I think some people may have overlooked. I mean, yes, Lilith and Luz did intervene in time, and because of that, he gotten the item. But consider this. Would Philip done something more differently? He will still go after the piece no matter what happens. He would have gotten two more suckers to go in and distract the people while he takes the item. Because as we've seen, he's manipulative. He's willing to sacrifice anyone, and he's a narcissist. He has a huge ego. Sure, things may have been just a little bit different, but Philip would have ended up the same. He would still be Bellows. He would still place a danger on freedom on the Boiling Isles. He would still try to find a way to find his way back to the human realm.
Oh, and that makes me even more scared of Hunter now.
And at one point I look at it and I think of assuming that Philip is the same as the brother in the statue in Luz's hometown. So my question is, where's the brother? Where is he at?
That's the one thing I really wanted to know.
My prediction was,
and judging
I wouldn't think use his brother as like a sacrifice from the past. So
exactly. So this feels like a reminiscence to Cain and Abel. One brother kills the other out of jealousy, or maybe even more power, and what we know about what we confirm about Philip.
Jeez Louise.
So there we have it. We have Philip being Bellows, and likely kill his brother, and will kill anyone to achieve it. So we shouldn't be surprised if he kills Hunter, because according to Bellows, the Titan has big plans for him.
Oh God.
Oh god.
Do you think
Oh
that
my
Luz
God.
will intervene?
No doubt about it.
I mean, she already intervened before in Agony of a Witch, and look what happened to Ida.
I had a friend who asked me, just a little tidbit. I had a friend who asked me, if Luz and Lilith was able to go back in time, why didn't they go back in time before Lilith cursed Ida?
It's a good question.
That is a good question,
Mess with the timeline.
but I can easily answer that. Let's just assume that Lilith did prevent herself from cursing Ida. Let's just assume that.
Okay.
Okay. They would be in the Emperor's Coven, and they would still move forward, possibly at an accelerated rate to get what Bellows wants to make a part of the human realm. So if Lilith did not curse Ida, then things would possibly lead to more disasters than we could have thought.
Yeah.
Just putting that out of the way. What about you all? Have you all? I talk a lot. I apologize. Anyone
No,
else
it's
notice anything?
Throughout the whole
something,
season,
but-
I remember most of the time when I was watching Rebecca Rose's videos, she would always find the decoded messages. But since she's now part of the Owl House crew, I was trying to find the decoded message. I think I found one literally at the ending, known as As, just As, which makes the word seething seas and puppet strings. He no longer dreams of kings. Wait, hold on. It's seething seas and puppet strings. He no longer dreams of kings as. That makes me question. He's no longer dreaming the kings as what? Really? Hopefully we'll find another decoded message
find
that
out
will
next
answer
week.
the question on next week.
I cannot wait for next week.
Now,
I
with
wish
the whole...
I wish I could find a time pool and go forward in time so I don't have to wait a week.
Me
So
too.
much easier, yeah. And with the whole Bellows and Philip thing, so I know some people will probably say, "Oh, that's kind of like the predictable, obvious route to go it." I thought my counterpoint with that is they could have done a lot worse with like how they established that. Like with Bellows specifically, him being Philip is a bit obvious, but it could always be worse. You know, you can always put a Darth Vader and go, "Luce, I am your father." So there could always be a worse theory.
I'm gonna be honest. I did honestly think that early in the first season.
I'd heard that theory,
I'm
and I
not
thought
gonna
it was a bit weird. Yeah.
I saw
I
some
mean, I
other
don't know.
theories of that.
I always like that. I like that sometimes. Because
the villain is the hero's father trope. Yeah.
Like
I
I
don't
said,
know. I just think it's kind of funny. I don't know why. But I will say
Luce,
some
I am
parts
your father.
some parts in Luz's life is questionable. Like it could be obvious. It could be obvious, and Occam's razor and all that. But my question is, where's Luz's father? Where is he at?
yeah.
Are they divorced? Is he? Are they? Oh, he went to get milk and never came back.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. And like I said before, that's what makes the show really entertaining for us to watch, because it really has you asking for more. Because it leaves you with so much.
And does Luz have a sibling? I ask this
Probably
because there's a
not, but...
V
Oh,
should be
yes.
Luz's sibling now.
Sorry.
well, she's got a sibling now, but
I mean,
beforehand,
V.
I can't imagine V convince mom to get a bunk bed.
Uh,
But that's just a theory.
Oh, well,
Film
we'll
theory.
have to wait and see. That's something that I've noticed that Dana does really well, is keep us on our toes.
keep us on the toes. Like,
Like kind of like what Alex and Matt does in their shows. Dana is she's I'm trying to say is she's good at this. She
A
and her
master
team.
storyteller.
She and her team are great in this. I can say the same thing for I think her name is Cheyenne in the person who made Inside Job, another Gravity Falls alumni, another great show. Kind of keeps out of it. It's funny, dark, but overall having a good time with apparently another a twist in the end. I can't wait for part 2 of that show.
Well, what
I ramble.
Well, how would you rate it? The episode?
9 out of 10.
Me too.
I'd say about
9 out of
9,
10.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd say a steady 9.
Yeah. Yeah, I just really loved that episode because it was more lore written. It's like, oh, plus I forgot to mention the subplot, with Ida reuniting with her dad.
that was so
How
sweet.
the heck did I forget about that?
Oh.
How do we forget about that? The subplot with Ida reuniting with her dad.
I blame myself for not bringing that up there. Usually, I pay more attention to the comedy part of the show, and I neglected that.
No, it's my fault too. I literally just had a memory fart about it.
You guys
and
are fine.
the subplot is Ida's dad came to visit. And obviously wants to, and kind of wants to reconnect, or just at least see his daughter, at least one last time, or try to tell her something. But Ida, she was so scared of confronting her dad after what happened. Turned to an owl beast, scratched his body to the point where he can't even carve the talisman anymore. His hand still shakes.
Oh my god, that's the slightest detail that I've noticed. The first time I didn't notice his hand was shaking, but when I rewatched it this morning, I could literally see his hand trimming. The flashback.
Yeah, I noticed that too. What a great detail to add, because it's like, when anybody goes through any type of strong trauma, physically or emotionally, and that was an emotional trauma for Del. Is having his daughter turn into this beast, and and freak out and and hurt him. It's like. So that also showed that, not just his trauma, but his age as well. Because obviously as you get older, you get a bit shakier. But, comparing that to how Gwendolyn is really steady and sturdy and,
Well,
keeps
she
herself
works
together.
out. Have you seen her muscles?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see her muscles. She's strong.
Yeah.
She's like a buff woman.
Oh, she is a buff woman, and she could snap me in half like a twig. I'm not gonna. even without magic, any one of them in the Clawthorn family could destroy me. They're gonna murder me.
Oh my god.
And going back to the Palisman thing, it's interesting that Del carves Palisman, because I was wondering, where are Palisman makers? Is that a profession in the Boiling Isles? And it's cool to see that my question was answered. And it's and also the end where Del gives Ida the seed was really cool, because it's ooh, what's gonna happen with that?
I wonder what kind of seed is it? It's because it looks like some kind of shell.
He said it's a
seed.
palistrom tree.
Yeah, it's for the Palisman tree.
Oh.
So that's the tree that the Palismen are carved from, if I remember it correctly.
Yes, and according to Del, the Bat Queen is working alongside him to regrow the Palisman forest.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm excited to see more of the Bat Queen. I like her.
Me too. That's a slight.
One of my favorites, and I know that it's all very emotional and beautiful. The reconnection with Ida and Del, but my favorite part is back at the Owl House. Just back in the in the house when Ida's trying to escape. Like when Gwendolyn comes in, she said, "Your dad's here," and King is like, "I get to meet Grandpa."
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, that's just
And even Dell was like, "So I heard I have a grandson now."
It was so cute.
I forgot that he must have watched the streaming thing about King being now officially adopted by Ida. I forgot about that.
And my favorite part is when Ida tried to disguise herself as Lilith and walked out the door.
Mm-hmm. That was
And
funny.
yeah, when it comes to cartoons, usually when they put on disguise, some people buys it, but in this case, even before Ida's hair moves out from the wig, like Gwendolyn was like, "Did she seriously think I would buy that?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
King was like, "Yeah, just let her have that." I thought that was really funny.
Kind of another play on the trope there. Disguises don't always work.
Right.
I know.
Especially with a crappy disguise like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure Gwendolyn saw Lilith leave. So
Yeah.
like that's two reasons why she wouldn't buy it.
Oh
Like
my god.
all of Ida's plans logic just keep getting poked in there.
Oh my god. So with the episode out of the way, what are your big expectations for next week's episode? That is Any Sport in the Storm.
Hunter and Willow. Get to see some Hunter and some Willow.
Me too. I'm really starting to like Willow as a character. I'm really just happy to see like Willow's time to shine because I've been waiting for her.
Yes,
get our episode
she has so
2.
much potential and it's not being explored.
We talked about Willow a couple months ago, and now we're getting our wish. She is finally getting another censored episode of her. She's underrated.
She's so awesome.
Yes.
And surprisingly muscular. I recently saw that Dana did answer that Willow has muscle, but I didn't see that. I never saw that at Reddit post, and then I see Willow lifting weights. I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah.
Go Legend.
I forgot that earlier Dana did drew Willow working out.
I feel so dumb not looking into decent, like Dana saying this and drawing this. I wish I saw that sooner or remember it sooner, because when I saw Willow lifting dumbbells, I'm like, oh damn, she's like what's that girl's name in Kanto, muscular one?
Louisa,
yes. Oh my god, you think Willow could do surface pressure?
Oh my god.
I would love to see that.
Oh my god. Oh, but so then we have to wait till next week to find out.
Let's hope we get some good Willow content because she needs it.
And don't forget Hunter too. He's important there.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, but I just want more. I'm rooting for Willow here.
Me
With
too.
his reaction to lose. That's my. I'm just waiting to see, because the last time they encountered, it seems like they got a possible sibling bonding type of feel.
Oh my
But
god.
okay, we'll wait and see.
Well, with that said, thank you guys all for being in another LASM podcast episode. Don't leave yet, because we still have part 2 that we have to get towards, such as Amphibia, with the 2 segments, Commander Anna and Spivey. Other than that, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the video. Click on the notification bell so that way you won't miss out on any more of the animation content. With that said, I bid you peace. Bye! Say bye, everyone.
Farewell.
Oh my god.
Farewell.
Oh my god. Okay. Can you see why I need more people to like help me edit? Cause look at this crap. I was literally finished with this episode. I was literally finished. But look what happened. Check this out.
It was kind of goofy there when she said.
Look at this.
It was kind of goofy there when she said, "Let's get down."
This one segment. This one clip. The one clip I tried to edit. In which Gilbert was trying to mention one of his favorite moments about Lilith. I cannot avoid this thing at all. And it ruined my entire... That stupid clip. I tried to delete it, and yet it still won't just go away. Look, every time I pause it, every time I press play, look at it.
It was kind of goofy there.
It ruined my whole finalized video. I had it all finalized. So, thanks a lot, Gilbert. Thanks a lot.
That was kind of funny.
Your little segment just ruined my whole video. I cannot get rid of this thing at all. I mean, I wanted to keep it, but congrats. I can't even get the editing process like exactly the way I wanted it now. So here's your second attempt video. Oh my god, I'm really lost for words because I'm really frustrated with this crap, man.